Or say, hey guys, it's Klaus. Welcome back to another video. I'm in a battleship. That's right. Klaus Kellerman in a battleship. The New Mexico Tier 6 American battleship. And I've just recently started playing again, and I'm playing all my kind of highest tier ships. This is the highest tier I have in battleships, only tier 6. I'm going to keep going though. I wanted to, play some destroyers, play some cruisers, play some battleships, and kind of get the back into it and decide which lines am I going to grind down. I've already got the tier 10 torpedo boat, best torpedo boat in the game, the Shimakaze. I'm going to grind down a gunboat line, destroyers, maybe the American ones, and I want to do one battleship line. They all play so differently. And I'm tier 6 with the American ones, but you guys let me know which battleship line should I go down, which is the best. There's a lot of choices. But battleships, they're slower. They're completely different than destroyers. What's my no bullshit tips for battleships? Well, I've even in just a few games I've played now, I noticed kind of the new meta, quote unquote, of the big battleships that hide behind islands all game at the back, and they're the last ones alive after all their team dies, and then they die at the end slowly. Is that the new meta? I've noticed battleships reversing behind islands at A1. They're hiding behind CVs. I don't know what's going on. It's weird. I think one of the most important things about battleships is you have a lot of HP. You have relatively more armor than most, and you can repair. The repair skill is pretty important. So I think one of the most important things about battleships is that you kind of do want to get hit a little bit. You don't want to die, but you've got the HP and the repair skill, and if you're hiding so far out of range and allow the enemies to just focus down your cruisers and destroyers, you're going to be the last guy alive on your team. Whoop-de-doo, and then lose. For every shot you can take and then repair is one less shot that your teammates in cruisers and destroyers will take, and they can't repair. So you're helping your team by taking some damage. Number 2, you're fairly slow, and your gun traverse, that 180-degree gun traverse time, is really painful compared to some of the littler ships that I've played. So the next thing that's really important is to make sure you kind of pick a tack and a direction you want to go, and you have to be very mindful of which side of your ship your guns are facing, because I see this a lot too. There's a target, shoot, and then there's a target, he's on the other side, wait 58 seconds for my guns to turn, shoot. There's another guy on my port side, wait 47 seconds for my guns to turn. That's not how you play battleships. You want to always be mindful of what side your guns are on, and in this game I've picked this tack and my guns are on my port side, and I'm going to try and maintain some sort of attack where I can keep all my guns shooting. So I always want to be shooting off my port side. I've got this great Pensacola that's with me, this cruiser. And he actually knows what he's doing. Look, he's right beside. He hasn't just ran out there to die. He's escorting. Wait, more about that in a minute. Let's take this shot here. So I've got all 4 guns, aim, shoot, and is that one gonna hit? Oh yeah. We destroyed an enemy battleship. Hey, that was a good start. They even tell you now. You're off to a great start. And let's just keep... I'm so slow in this thing. This thing is so slow. And I'm trying to just pick an angle where I can at least hopefully deflect a little bit, but head towards the enemy. I want to keep heading towards the enemy. I've got another battleship and a couple of cruisers with me, or one cruiser and a couple of battleships. We're staying together, which is... this is strange. Usually you see... Whoa! Hoo-ha! Now that was a shot. I surprised myself over the island. Boom! Oh yeah, okay, now look at this. When you travel together, when you have your cruisers actually stick with you, look at these planes that are coming now. What hope do they have? Look at this. Look at this. Look at all these planes. It's just a barrage. This cruiser, man, who stayed with us, the AA support, We have just annihilated these guys. I'm not even going to worry about the planes. I'm going to take my next shot here. And that, my friend, is like, that's exactly, like, holy shit. That is that's great teamwork. Because a lot of times you see the cruisers just, this is what happens all the time. You're in a destroyer, so you're fast, so you're out there way in front of everyone. You're in a cruiser, so you're sort of fast, so you're kind of halfway up. And you're a battleship, you're slow, you're way at the back. And everyone's spread out all over the place. And the enemies can just focus you down, and the planes have no problem focusing one player because there's a reason it's called a fleet. There's safety in numbers, and that shout out to these teammates who are sticking with me, especially that cruiser who could easily just scoot away, but that was a brilliant move. I can't say it enough. That was fantastic. So way to go, buddy. Pensacola. I'm going to have to compliment him at the end. Okay, so look how freaking slow I am. And I haven't really illustrated how important it is to keep your guns pointed at one side because I'm just kind of slowly moving forward here. But there are situations where it's really, really important. Like, I'm not kidding. There's situations where if you turn left, you're dead. And if you turn right, you're a Unicom. It's that important. As a matter of fact, I've got a little clip here that illustrates just that. Watch this. So when you're happily playing the game, taking shots and trying your best, then you happen to notice that you get detected. That could be a sign that there is an enemy ship or a plane nearby. It's always good to kind of look around, and if you see some smoke screens, it's probably a good idea to change course, because there could be a destroyer nearby. Where's that pesky? There he is. There he is. All right, now I've got a choice. The destroyer's on my port side, and my guns are on my starboard side. Well, I could wait 45 seconds for my guns to turn, or I could turn the ship. Turning the ship is always a good idea. It's always a good idea to turn the ship, because then you can use both sets of guns. You can use the guns that are mounted on the front, which turn fairly quickly to be able to shoot this guy. Let's take a shot with the forward guns. But I want to use my rear guns as well, so I'm going to keep turning my ship. This also makes it difficult for him to hit me with his torpedoes. If I keep this ship turning, my rear guns are already loaded, so by the time I get this big, fat, stupid ship turned, I'll have another shot here. Yeah, let's shoot him with the rear guns now. Just make sure that we don't miss. Aim carefully and shoot with the rear guns. There you go. Oh, there's another destroyer. 2 versus 1. Come on, guys. This isn't fair. Go back to port and get a couple more destroyers to make it even. I don't want him to get in that smoke screen, so I'm going to turn towards him. Shoot him with the forward guns. And avoid those torpedoes. Got him. There's another destroyer there. Now my guns are still on my starboard side, so I have to turn left now. I have to turn to port. So that oh jeez, they fire torpedoes at me. Well, I do have HP. HP comes in handy. I'm gonna get hit. You pesky little destroyers. Okay. All my guns are facing the starboard side, so I gotta keep turning. Keep turning. And I can shoot you with my forward guns. There we go. And I want to keep my ship turning. I'm going to keep turning hard to port, because once I get this thing turned, then my rear guns can also shoot. I don't have to wait for my forward guns to reload, because my rear ones are ready to go. And I think that's how you handle it. That's how you do's it. You got to turn your ship, not just your guns. All right, let's get back to the game here. And I hope my little interlude there kind of illustrated the point a little bit. I think if I get better, I could have even avoided some of those last torpedo hits. But I'm not kidding about always be mindful of which way you turn your ship. Now, in this game, my guns are all on the port side, and I'm going to try and keep my ship angled so that when I have to shoot, I can use all my guns. Now, if I turn hard to port, if I turn left here and change my course, my guns are out of it for a minute. And I got to tell you, like, I play a lot of destroyers and cruisers and stealthy ships, and one of the things I do in a destroyer, for instance, is I see a battleship and I know that I'm look, I'm interrupting myself here. See that guy? I could shoot him by letting my guns turn all the way around, but I'm not. I'm going to turn my ship, right? I'm going to turn the ship so that when I've got my ship turned, I can fire all the guns. Now I'm going to take a absolutely horrible shot and miss because I'm not that good. But I got all the guns to shoot. Now I'm going to change course. Now, see, I'm going to pre-aim the guns over my starboard side, and I'm going to turn left, turn to port, and I'm going to set a new tack because I'm running out of ocean that way. I'm going to head northwest now, and I have to wait for all the guns to turn so that they're off my starboard side. I'm going to head northwest now. What was I saying just before that? Yeah, when I play destroyers, one of the things I do, I know I'm stealthy, I'm invisible, and I'll be shadowing a battleship. And if I notice a battleship making a stupid turn, like you see some guys, they go around the island to the left, they turn their ship to starboard or whatever. They end up turning the wrong way, so their guns are all facing the wrong way, away from you. And I'm zoomed in watching, and I see a battleship make a wrong turn so his guns aren't in it. Then I will just start shooting. Boom, 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 every 3 seconds with my destroyer. And it doesn't matter that I'm spotted because he can't shoot back because his guns are going to take 50 seconds to come around again. And I watch him as I'm shooting him, and as the guns are just getting ready to shoot back, I stop shooting, my detection range decrease, and I go invisible again. And it must really piss off the new battleship captains. Okay, now I've completed my turn, and watch, I'm going to take a shot on this guy, make this one count. Can I take him out? That's about right, isn't it? I've got all. Okay, let's see. Do I get the kill? Do I get the kill? I don't know. I didn't get the kill. Now I've changed my my tack because I could have kept sailing to the northeast and off the map. I decided to turn. Now my guns are all on my starboard side, so I have to be very mindful of my next move. If I turn right now, I have to wait for all the guns to turn around again. So now I'm going to keep this tack as long as I can. I am going to keep my guns pointed off my right side, the starboard side, and I keep my ship going. Take a shot on this guy. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. That doesn't look too good. That doesn't look. I missed. You know, I didn't say I was great. I mean, I know something about the mechanics, but you know, landing the shots, that's a different story. I'm gonna go past this island. And I'm going to go hard to port. I'm going to turn left right after this island because all my guns are pointed off my right side. See, I'm not going to turn my guns to shoot this cruiser up there. I am going to turn the ship now. My stupid guns, you have to sometimes do a little correction like this. Come on. I want the guns to start aiming at the target up there. So now I'm turning left, and I will have all the guns ready to go. Maybe who should I shoot? I got to pick a target here. But I've got to turn to port, get the guns ready, and oh, this is nice. This is nice. Should I shoot now, or should I wait till they're all ready? They're all going to be ready. I'm going to take a shot with all of the front guns, and I don't want to hit the island. Come on, rear guns. Oh, nice hit. And the freaking island. Just do a little correction here, a little angling. And I'm going to turn left again. This is so slow. So slow. I didn't want to beach myself on the island. Turn left so I can get all the guns in action. Turn left, get all the guns in action. Oh, I sucked. That's nice. All right, buddy. I've got all the guns pointed at you. Any second. 3. Come on, guns. So slow. Right about there. Hoo-ha! How do you like them apples? And now angle towards him just to deflect damage if he shoots back. And I have to turn left now to take the next shot. And I'm going to turn enough to get all my guns firing. I'm going to stay at this angle. How much time do I got? 7, 6, 5, 4. Okay. Turn the ship. Get ready. Take the shot and then turn again. Let's do it. Hoo-ha! Well, we've taken the lead. That felt nice. All right, who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Let's see. Okay, he's next, and I have to turn left. I don't care if I hit an island now. He's in range. I have to turn left so that I don't have to wait for my guns. If I turn right to avoid that island, I can't shoot this guy. So I'm just going to stop. Take the shot. Boom. And I'm trying to stop. I don't care if I beach myself. I'd rather keep my guns pointed at the target than turn the ship in this case. There's no one else shooting back at me. Oh, yeah. Oh, an aircraft carrier. And look how slow my guns are to react, even though they're on the same side. I haven't had to switch sides. If I turned right to avoid that island, I wouldn't have got shots on either of these two guys. Maybe just with my front guns. But now, I'm ready to go. Let's aim this. All right, come on. Guys, did I do it right that time? Did I do it right? Let's look. Let's see. How did I do? How did I do? Am I going to hit? Am I going to hit? Hoo-ha! Oh, it's actually fun when it works out. But the Battleship gameplay is so much slower, so much more methodical, so much planning ahead. You can't just change tactic on a dime like you do in a destroyer. Let me know what you guys prefer in the comments there. Let me know what you think is more fun. But, you know, in this particular game, I basically sailed towards the enemy the whole time, and I'm just so slow that I never really got in harm's way. But I think that's one of the important points about, and I noticed this as a destroyer and cruiser captain, that when you move up there and you see your big battleships hiding behind islands at the back, I don't think that's the best way to... I mean, you don't want to rush out and get focused and die, but you sure want to use your HP. And I didn't use any of my HP in this game because we annihilated them. Am I going to get a shot here? No, it's over. Pretty good, huh? That was, well, my first game back in a battleship. And, well, 90,000 damage. I mean, it's not great. I'm going to give this guy a compliment because of that fantastic play at the beginning where he stuck with the flotilla and we annihilated those planes with his help. Look at that. It's not bad for a tier 6 battleship game. How did these do? 17. The armor piercing sure worked out in this game. Let's look in there. Yeah, HE. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit of everything. Did I make credits? Look at that. Oh, 5 hits, 13,000. Boy, it sucks to be him. Yeah, 200,000 credits. That's not so bad. I'm back in Battleships. Let me know what you think is the best battleship line in the game that I should go. Should I just keep going down the American line or should I switch? Leave me your comments, guys, and more to come soon.